Hi guys, Noli here. Today we're going to be watching the 1998 NBA Finals. Let's go!
What are you doing?
Shaq, I'm telling you, DraftKings is the best place to bet player props.
They got it all. First buckets, point.
Now he's got it. Tried to bring it back out, and Keith stole it. Hornacek loses it to Harper. And a whistle as Harper comes stampeding into the lane.
Now, Bob, Scottie Pippen came back and got that steal, but
Let
he
you
is
guys
really
watch
struggling
that
right
game?
now. You're going to see him come in from behind, and after he knocks this ball away, he really sort of stands, and I watched him the whole way. He looked over at the bench at Phil Jackson, like saying, I don't feel very good right now. He's standing up straight. That's the first sign of a back injury, when a guy stops bending his knees.
A back injury is one of the most crippling of injuries, especially in an athletic context. And I'm not trying to compare a physical injury to an illness, but it was here in this building where Michael Jordan, sick as a dog, managed to gut it out in Game 5 of last year's final, the pivotal game. Scottie Pippen is probably mindful of that and will give it everything he's got to try to equal the effort that his teammate Michael Jordan has shown in the past.
See, Bob, that's why I think it's very, very important for the Jazz to lock in on Tony Kukoc, because if Pippen can't score, and it's only Michael Jordan, that will be to their advantage. They've got to do a job on Kukoc today.
Stockton drives on Harper, ties the game. Stockton didn't take a single shot in the fourth quarter of Game 5. His assist totals have generally been high. His shooting percentage is high, but they'd like to see him get a few more shots up toward the rim. 3-second violation.
What the heck?
Can you watch Stockton's aggressiveness? They've given him the baseline this whole series. This time he's able to take Harper to the baseline, get a little space, and finish on the right side of the basket.
Refs are making bad calls.
Hornacek.
Yeah, good defense, Jordan.
Malone puts it on the floor and is fouled. It was before the shot. It's Longley's second.
This was the strategy of Karl Malone. He said, I'm going to put the pressure on the Bulls defense, not many jump shots, and he has done that. 2 quick fouls on Malone.
He stepped out of bounds.
But can't hit. Hornacek is now 18 for 46 in the series. Jordan.
What?
There's his first field goal.
He just stepped out of
And the
bounds.
Bulls take a
The
10-8
refs are
lead.
making
If you
bad
take
calls.
away Hornacek's 7 of 11 in Game 3,
They didn't see the out of bounds. Karl Malone.
he's shooting around 30% for the rest of the series.
At least
7 of
Michael
11 in
Jordan
Game
made
2,
shots.
I should say here.
I'm happy about that.
Harper reached in and fouled.
Come on, Harper.
Rodman
don't
off
have
the
to
bench.
foul
Let's see who he replaces. Longley has 2 fouls, and it's Luke who'll go out.
Pippen, stay
Russell
there.
for 3. Utah has not been hitting the threes in this series.
Good.
Now 11 for 51.
That's what I like.
Around 20%. They shot 37% as a team from beyond the arc for the season.
Shoot.
Pippen with the hook.
Yes.
Chicago by 4.
Yes. Chicago win by 4. 12-8. Chicago. This is
Malone
1998.
screening for Stockton. His 3 isn't there. Pippen claims the rebound. Pippen had it knocked away. Hornacek got a hand on it. Stockton takes it.
No,
Dishes
no.
it to Jet, who misses
Yes.
the driving one-hander. Jordan is wrapped up by Keith for the Utah foul.
Yes, Utah foul.
You know, Pippen is really hurting, but he's playing in pain as he takes Adam Keefe into the middle and shoots his patented little jump hook. And as he falls to the floor, you can see it's very difficult for him to get up with that bad back. You see him running up the floor, not able to get the type of push and the speed that he normally would have.
Commercial break, guys.
With moderate to severe plaque psoriasis.
That he normally would have.
Kitty, where's the other ball? Because me and Megan are going to do a last second.
I just spoke with Chip Schaefer, the trainer for the Chicago Bulls. He said that Scottie Pippen is not sore or he is just
Try not
sore.
to call.
He's
Try
having a
not
problem
to
really with his
give
mobility,
me the
not able
jump
to
ball.
bend over and grab
Because
the
I'm
ball.
all.
But hopefully, as he plays further and gets warmed up, it'll improve. That's what they're hoping. Bob?
Ahmad, thanks.
With Scotty struggling, I think you're going to see the Jazz start picking up a little bit further down the floor. He's usually their primary ball handler. They'll try to pressure Michael and Harper up the floor, make it tough for them to get into their offense.
Here is Pippen. Out to Harper. Open three. Missed
Dang
it.
it.
Malone battling Rodman, and it's tipped to Stockton. Utah on the run. But Stockton circles back outside to set it up. It was kicked. Utah keeps it. Fresh 24.
I'm not doing a jump ball.
You watch Malone and Rodman battling under the boards.
You
Malone's
guys do
going
the
all
jump ball
out.
yourselves.
As he runs the floor, they both kick each other a little bit. Referees
guys.
may clean that up.
Russell couldn't finish. Kukoc rebounds.
That's 2 layups now that the Jazz have missed here early in this first quarter. Hornacek and now
This is
Russell.
1998 NBA Finals.
See,
The
with
Bulls
Pippen
won
hurting,
this
I think Harper's going to have to step up
game.
big and supply
I
the
watch this
scoring load.
almost every day.
Jordan for three.
Yes!
Jordan with 5. And Chicago with a 7-point lead. Malone on that left block, this time against Rodman.
Bulls players never quit.
Takes him into the lane. Tries to muscle up.
Yes,
Loses
good
it.
steal, Pippen.
Pippen back.
Good.
It was tied at 8. Now Chicago's on a 7-0 run.
Good. Good ball movement.
Kukoc underneath to
Yes!
guarded Harper, and the Bulls have scored 9 unanswered points. Timeout, Utah.
They made the shot.
So you watch Karl Malone in the low post. They're not double teaming him. They're letting Rodman play him one-on-one. Consequently, when he goes up to put up the shot, he gets stripped, and it leads to this. Kukoc on the drive, the easy dump to Harper. Harper's going to have to step up big inside for the layup. And you're watching the NBA on NBC.
Bulls winning. 17-8.
The Bulls lead by 9, but here's the bad news for them. Moments ago, Scottie Pippen, accompanied by trainer Chip Schaefer, leaves the bench and heads for the locker room. With more, here's Ahmad.
All right, Bob, I just spoke with Chip, and he told me that Scottie asked out of the game, and he wants to go back to the locker room and try to stretch his back out and try to get it more loose before he tries to come back in. I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll keep you posted. Let's go down to Jim Gray.
All right, thanks, Ahmad. Well, during that timeout, Jerry Sloan was about as loud and angry as he has been at his team this entire series. He said, guys, you are standing around. You're not fighting for any position defensively. You're letting the Bulls go wherever they want to go. Quit running around screens. Start running through them. Take a hard foul. Get some fight in you. Bob?
Jim, thanks. He goes to his bench. Isley is in, and so too is Antoine Carr. Carr tries to make a move on Kukoc, and there's a foul on Kukoc. He's first.
Now, Bob, the reason Carr's in the game is because Utah was playing 4-on-5 offensively. With Adam Keefe in the game, Scottie Pippen wasn't going to guard him. Now you've got Kukoc who's going to have to play Antoine Carr. So now it's a 5-on-5 matchup. They've got to take advantage of this with Isley in now for Stockton.
Harper right now is on Malone. An illegal defense is called against Chicago.
Doug, I think they should have started Antoine Carr. That center position is a revolving door for them with Ostertag and Foster, and it was important for them to get off to a good start. Now they've buried themselves and find themselves in a big hole.
Ostertag and Foster have given them nothing in this series. Good pass from Malone inside to Hornacek, who converts it. That's why their lack of scoring at center is why they were interested in Ronnie Cycli and tried to get him from Orlando in a trade that eventually was voided.
I'm all watching this. The Bulls have the ball.
Jordan over Russell.
Dang it.
fell.
But I'm all right.
Michael Jordan's illegal now, so the Bulls are all running around.
And it's their second illegal defense, which will result in a technical foul shot being taken.
And Jerry Sloan just got a technical. Phil Johnson comes over and settles him down a little bit. Jerry's got to maintain his composure right now. He just got the illegal defense's call for a technical.
I asked for a signed jersey.
And then he follows it up with a technical of his own.
Yeah.
It's Jordan to shoot it first.
He doesn't. Oh yes, Jordan. Come on, MJ. Hit it. Yes.
He missed.
He made it. Now the Bulls have the ball.
We're told by Jim Gray from the Utah bench that the reason Sloan got his technical was when he was knocked down by Kukoc. There was no foul called, and that's what had Jerry hot.
That's the same thing that he did against Longley to bait him into his fifth foul in here in game 2. So I don't think the referees went for that today. I think that was a good no call.
Hornacek, an 89% free throw shooter.
The Bulls up by
Swishes
7.
it at the other end.
Bulls up by 7.
Bulls with
up
the ball.
by 7.
Down by 7. Scott Burrell is on Russell. Rodman on Malone.
I can't hear the game.
And Rodman's going to be hit with a foul, I think. It is on Dennis, his first.
I don't really know, but I know Karl Malone. And that's pretty much
Malone missed the first.
He doesn't. Alright, time for Charles Barkley.
But not the second. To give you an idea how close this series has been, other than the Game 3 blowout, the 9-point lead the Bulls enjoyed a short while ago was the biggest lead for either team in any game.
Oh, Charles Malone.
And Isley rebounds.
This is 12 minutes long so far.
This is like an hour. This is like an hour.
Or against Kukoc.
This is like a
How
full
long
game.
Is good.
So they've got to go with that matchup. There's no way Tony Kukoc can play. He's too powerful down there.
And Chicago wants to talk it over. Their 9-point lead has been cut to 4 with 2:58 to play in the first.
Antoine Carr is a much-needed force here. They've got to have 5 guys on the floor that can shoot the basketball to keep Chicago honest on defense. Antoine Carr with the little bang, he gets the space and makes the open jump shot. You're watching the NBA on NBC.
Oh, Michael
Hey there.
Jordan missed it.
I know this might seem out of the blue, but I was wondering if you might pray with me real quick. Lord, you know what's on.
It's the open jump shot. You're watching the NBA on NBC.
Come on, Bulls. Let's step up.
I tried to do a trick shot.
For Tony, you got Carr.
This is Jackson.
Carr. Dennis has the lower penalty.
2 minutes left.
CD, come on in for Hart. Deny the quarter passes on the power. Deny the wing entries on the 4-up. Try to get into their offense. Scott did deny Russell last time. That was too easy. One downside out of bounds right now.
At the end, that's where it gets crazy.
We played 9 minutes. Karl Malone has attempted only 1 shot, which he made.
You'll see.
But he's put the pressure on the defense. He's gone to the basket. And what he's done, he's got them in the penalty here early by drawing a lot of fouls on Longley and Rodman. That will take its toll as the game goes on, Bob.
Seldom used Bill Wennington is in, along with Scott Burrell and Steve Kerr.
What's a fan of Michael Jordan? Oh, there's Steve Kerr. Pass MJ.
Michael
Good pass.
pushes out to Burrell.
No.
He touched it.
Knocks it away with 3 on the shot clock.
When Michael gives that ball up, you've got to really work hard and not let him catch it back, and that's what he did that time, Russell. Excellent D.
That's good. I have this shit.
Gotta shoot it quickly. Jordan will with a hand in his face. Burrell skies for the rebound, moves to the side, and eventually it's Utah who has it.
Jordan made like
Here's
55
Hornacek.
points in
A
that game.
pull-up 3.
He scored the most points out of this game. Alright, 17-18. Jazz are coming back.
It's hard to imagine Utah winning the next 2 games and taking the title unless Hornacek hits shots like that, which outside of game 2 in this series, he hasn't been doing. shot before 24 seconds.
Terrific team defense. But Isaiah, the play before, Brian Russell went down on the floor, knocked the loose ball away, and Hornacek got the three. Those are the hustle plays that this crowd creates from this team, and they're going to need all of those today.
And this is the second time in this series where you've seen Michael Jordan lose track of the shot clock, which is very uncharacteristic for him.
Isley, who's quicker than Kerr, is guarded by Steve as he comes out of the backcourt. It's Malone.
This is starting to get bad.
Utah with the lead.
Utah with 1 point.
Only moments ago, they trailed by 9.
Carr came in, Isley giving him good minutes. That's been the difference.
Jordan. Rodman on the offensive glass. Wennington a good look.
Yes.
Wennington will hit the open jumper.
Offensive rebounds was such a key here. When the Bulls won game 2, they did not shoot well, but they got 18 offensive rebounds.
Moving down to a minute to play in the first. Chicago by 1. Another illegal defense.
That's on Michael Jordan. He got 2 zones below his man. Hornacek stayed out behind the three-point line. Michael dropped down 2 areas, and he was spotted. Now it helps that Jerry Sloan is sitting there in the referee's ear, helping him see Michael Jordan.
Don't hit my kid. Don't hit my kid. Ow!
Hornacek hits the technical.
I made it, Steph. Hey,
Kukoc comes in as soon as Carr goes out. Kukoc having trouble covering Carr defensively earlier in the game.
Warriors.
No, he's not.
Isley.
Coach for the
Bounces to
Warriors?
Malone. Tough shot, but he cans it.
Oh,
Jordan over Russell. Tied at 22 with half a minute to play in the period.
Ow! That didn't even hurt. I'm doing something. And I made it too.
Malone against Wennington. Off balance, hit it, plus the foul.
See, Bob, that's what I'm talking about, being aggressive, Isaiah. Taking the ball to the basket. Isley with the give and go. He doesn't settle for the jump shot. He puts the pressure on the defense, and it's a tough shot. And the same thing, he sees Wennington on him. He says, no way, I can get this shot. He bodies up. Now an opportunity for a three-point play, which would give his team a 3-point lead.
And the weak spot for the Chicago Bulls is when you get past Longley and Rodman, they have nothing behind them, and Malone is smart to get into their bench now.
A dozen for Malone in the first quarter. A perfect 4 of 4 from the field. Almost as important, Hornacek has contributed 9. They need him. Kukoc. They had a foul to give. It looked like he traveled, but just before that, the whistle blew for the foul.
Now, Chris Morris slapped him from behind, so he took the good foul. Bulls will have to inbound the ball with 8.4 seconds to go, and Greg Foster's going to come into the game. Now, Bob, the reason he's in right now, and you give him a rest here at the end of the quarter, the last 8.4 seconds, and then the time during the break.
Jordan, double team, forces up the quarter's final shot and misses it. A better start for Carl than for Michael. Once down by 9, Utah leads after 1 by 3. And you're watching the NBA on NBC.
There's no better place to parlay than
When
Caesars
Scottie Pippen
Sportsbook.
comes back from
Parlay
injury,
Builder gives you all
then
the
definitely
game day
gets
action
crazy.
from all-
his dad.
Injured his back on that dunk shot that he had just at the beginning of the game. He has been in the locker room for the past 5 or 6 minutes trying to stretch that back out. He has both doctors in there. They're just trying to see what they can do to get him ready to play. And if anything else happens, I will be here to report it to you. Bob?
Ahmad, thanks a lot. Guys, as we begin the second quarter with Utah up by 3, something significant. They were able to make a run and turn this game around a bit with Howard Eisley on the floor rather than John Stockton. And Eisley did not play well for them in Chicago, so much so that Jerry Sloan barely used him.
All the Bull fans out there,
Friday night.
I
They went on a
truly believe
17-5 run with Stockton
you're a
sitting down,
Bulls
but
fan,
also key. They brought
you
Antoine
can stay a
Carr
Bull
in
fan.
for
You
Keith.
can like any
So they
other
got another
team.
offensive player in there,
Not
Bob.
just
That
Bulls.
was real critical for them.
As Jim Gray reported before the game, Eisley has been suffering from vertigo. Apparently not dizzied by the heights of Game 6 tonight. Shandon Anderson with a nice move.
Every time Anderson comes in, they immediately go into post against either Burrell or Bushler.
Jordan opens the second quarter on the bench, which is usually the way Phil Jackson plays it. Whistle away from the ball from Hugh Hollins.
Again, Isaiah, Shandon Anderson in the post, and he just backs Scott Burrell down. Nobody helps him out. That's a big weapon for them coming off the bench.
And Doug, the danger is when you don't finish your job at home, Scottie Pippen comes on the road, he gets hurt. I remember when we were in the finals playing against the Los Angeles Lakers, and I got injured in the Game 6, sprained my ankle, turned the whole series around, and that's what may happen here.
Anderson picked up the foul a moment ago, and then it's Foster following him. 2 quick Utah personals here in the first minute of the second quarter. Knocked away from Wennington, ball loose, chased down by Foster. But then he loses it. An unforced error, to use tennis terminology. There were 2 white shirts there.
See, Bob, the difference right now is when you're resting Michael Jordan. With Pippen hurt, he's not out there with the anchor of that second team. Now you've got a team out there. Who's going to run the show? Who's going to be the guy to make sure that they run their offense and get the shots that they want? So this really hurts with Scottie Pippen being out of the lineup right now because you have to rest Michael Jordan at some point.
Kukoc is the only starter for either team on the floor right now. Foster on Tony. Wennington travels.
Playing out of character. Bill Wennington is a catch-and-shoot player. He's not a guy, Isaiah, that puts the ball on the floor.
Rodman to the scorer's table. He'll have to wait till the next whistle.
Jordan.
Which comes almost right away. Another illegal defense against Chicago, the 4th. So Eisley is selected to shoot the tee. After the first illegal defense, every subsequent one against you results in a technical foul shot. Utah by 6. Foster on the move. And
Yeah, go out of bounds.
2 atrocious turnovers by Foster on consecutive possessions.
Try to do too much. Keep the game simple. You'll get minutes on the floor.
Kukoc. Chris Morris pulls in the rebound. Carr from Eisley. Missed it off the glass.
Yeah, Kerr. Let's go.
Rodman, good pass to
Go!
Kukoc.
Straight back cut by Kukoc. He set him up, then back cut, faked him off the screen. Great pass by Rodman. Great look by Kukoc.
See, Isaiah, though, Foster's got to push him over the top. That's what they did in the game 5, and Tony got 7 points to start the game.
Carr
Put
trying to
MJ
back
back
in on
in.
Rodman. It's off Anderson's hands, but recovered by Eisley. 2 seconds to shoot. And he hits the 3! Are they calling the shot clock violation? Let's see. Dick Pavetta says yes. And they wave it off, though it appeared to me as if he had beaten it. Timeout with Utah's lead, still only 4.
Noah.
Disputed WWE champion. Steve Austin didn't come out here to talk about opening up a big fat can of whoop ass. What you gonna do, man, when Hulkamania runs wild on you?
Picture of my siblings and I right after my sister was born. And in that picture...
Well, that's a big break for the Chicago Bulls. That should have counted. That's a big turnaround, and the Bulls get a big break there. Instead of up 7 Utah, now it's only a 4-point game.
Jim Gray tells us that on the Utah bench, Jerry Sloan said, that's horrible, but I can't get thrown out of the game. He already has 1 technical and can't risk another. You have a further report on Scottie Pippen. Here's Ahmad.
All right, Bob, I just found out that they're working on Scottie Pippen in the back, and I've been told that Scottie says he's telling the medical staff that he is not able to play. So that could be the end of it for Scottie tonight. Bob?
Judd Bushler, who may get more minutes as a result, hits the shot from the side. Michael Jordan is also back in after resting about 2.5 minutes at the outset of the second quarter.
Now, if you remember, Bushler came in and gave Chicago big minutes in that Indiana series. He's going to need to do that again here tonight with no Pippen.
We need Scottie Pippen back.
Malone around Rodman to the hoop and missed it. Out of bounds, off Utah.
See, Luke Longley was just big there around the basket, and he forced Malone into a miss. Carl tried to get contact to get the foul, and it caused him to miss the layup, but Longley stood strong that time.
Utah does not have a single offensive rebound in this game. In Game 5, they had better success on the offensive glass than at any other time in the series. Contact between Anderson and Kerr. Offensive foul on Chicago.
See, teams really complain a lot about this because this is a pet play by Chicago. They make this little inside reverse pivot. Watch Kerr as the man goes by, and he bumps him up on the turn. That's a good call. I know in coaching against Chicago, I used to always warn the officials on that play because if you let him turn, it's a very difficult play to guard, see?
It's like the 49ers linemen used to do with that whiplash play where they kick their feet out and throw the defenders off balance.
Now it's Bushler who's nailed with a personal. Isley has just gone out. Stockton back in at point guard. Ryan Russell has also returned to Utah's lineup. That's Russell with the ball. Malone from Carr. And he walked with it.
See, Antoine Carr's got to be ready to step in and shoot that ball. They're doubling down on the block now, and Karl Malone swung him the basketball. He's got to shoot it. Those are the same shots he had the other night in Game 5 that he buried to help them get the win.
The Bulls can tie with a basket here or take the lead with a 3. Jordan in and out on him, and Carr claims it. Carr from Stockton.
There you go. There you go.
Now you see Carr pull up and hit the 15-footer, but a moment ago he pulled up and missed that little easy bank shot off the glass. That 15-footer dead on is a better shot for him to take than the one off the glass.
Jordan wheels inside around Anderson, and again it's a 2-point game. Michael has 10. Malone in traffic, got his own and put it back in.
That's that first offensive rebound that you talked about. Malone get it and got 2 points.
Malone feels very confident against Longley and Rodman right now. He feels that he can get anything that he wants underneath.
Jordan, daylight for 3. 13 for Michael. Utah by 1. If Pippen can't go the rest of this game, And if there is a Game 7, inside it goes to Carr, and he hits the layup. How much more of the load can Jordan possibly carry? He played 45 minutes on Friday night. It's taking him a whole lot of shots to get his points through the finals. But if he doesn't step up, other than Kukoc, who else can?
Well, Daddy, let's take it all the way to the end.
Check it, kid.
Dude, I told you. DraftKings is the best place to bet touchdowns.
Best touchdown dance of all time.
Probably don't need...
That Harper took. I think that was a shot clock violation.
Russell steps to the line and knocks them both down. Stockton on Harper. Out to MJ for three. It's short. Hornacek picking it ahead to Russell. But Michael, with whatever gas is left in his tank, gets back to pick it off. Rodman, offensive foul on Dennis. And that's 5.
Now, Isaiah, that's what you're talking about. Jumping out off that screen and make Michael Jordan be a passer. Throw it to Rodman, who can't finish.
And you saw Jordan right there complaining, saying Rodman needs to have a chance to come down. I thought it was a questionable call. When you look at this play, you watch Jordan come off the screen and he's double teamed, and as an offensive player, you're allowed to establish position and come down. It's a tough call right there.
Oh no, says Michael. The Jazz by a basket.
79-81.
We got to execute down the stretch, guys. That's the key right now. They got teams, they're in the penalty. I don't know what we are down here. Are we penalty yet?
Yes.
So they're in the penalty too. I guess they're going to Malone. Maybe want to try double teaming and rotating this time if we get down there quick enough. All right. Although he's been having a little bit of a struggle this quarter.
Hey, Dennis, when that guy go baseline, I know you got to help a little bit. When he turn back, I'm going to be there to double.
Then we're going to go second guard, Phil. Push the ball up the court. Second guard, Phil with some energy. 2 pass top, 3 pass, pull. These guys on the weak side can be moving.
Well, let him be at the guard.
All right? And we got to take the ball to the basket on this team. Go after him now. All right.
Chance to go up 4. Hornacek throws the pass, and Michael Jordan, with every ounce of energy that he has, goes up and gets the skill. He misses the shot, the 3 that would have put him up 1. Had this gone through, it would have been a 4-point lead for the Jazz. Michael gets back and makes the great steal.
Jordan has 37 points on 13 of 32. 2 of 7 in the fourth. He is 3 of 14 in his last 2 fourth quarters. Even Superman apparently gets tired. Malone, lots of room. Got it!
That's their pet play. Malone goes over like he's going to the post and screens for Stockton, and he rolls out and hits the huge jump shot.
Jordan spinning, double team, has to get rid of it. Gets it right back from Pippen. Double pump, knocked away by Carr, and a foul.
Isaiah, normally on this play, Malone goes to the post. This time he goes and screens so Stockton can get to the middle of the floor. A mix-up, they trap, no one rotates, and Malone buries the shot. Now on this defensive possession, Hornacek, I thought, should have run at Michael Jordan and made him pass the ball back to Scottie Pippen.
You got to take the ball out of Jordan's hands right now and make Harper or Pippen beat you from the perimeter.
Jordan's 9 of 12 now at the stripe.
Now you look at the job that Russell is doing against Jordan. He's keeping him out on the perimeter, not allowing him to come into the post.
He hits them both, making it a 2-point game with exactly 2 minutes to play. as he was walking a tightrope and couldn't do it. Chicago back looking to tie. Michael, short, rebound Stockton. The jumpers come up short when fatigue is a factor. It's true of anyone, even the best of them. Rodman got in front and knocked it loose, but Chicago touched it last. Phil Jackson hot over that call. A minute 14 remaining. Stockton for three! That would have been a dagger in Chicago's heart. Instead, they could tie it or take the lead with a three of their own. Jordan. And a blocking foul. Stockton is down on the floor. Jordan's going to come to the line at Stockton's fourth.
This is a nightmare.
No, I'm a nightmare. What you need is like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm can help with your claim.
Well, I feel better.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Simon Says, upgrade. Again, what's new?
Down on the floor. Jordan's going to come to the line at Stockton's fourth.
Watch Jordan fake like he's coming to the middle again. Russell gives him the baseline. Stockton comes over a little too late. Called the blocking foul on Stockton. Jordan again at the free throw line.
Chicago takes a 20-second timeout.
Now you watch Jordan in the fourth quarter trying to get to the basket against Anderson. Pulls up and takes the jump shot. Again, they're keeping him out on the perimeter, not allowing him to get into the post. Coming to the foul line for his patented free throw line, Jay. But again, Russell keeping him out of the post. Pulls up, shoots it a little short. This is a big 20-second timeout for Chicago because it allows Jordan to get some rest before he goes to the free throw line to try to knock down two.
At the line, he's 10 of 13. From the floor, he's 13 of 33.
Well, in this fourth quarter, Michael is only 2 of 8 from the fourth quarter, but what he's done is he's been able to get to the free throw line. He's 6 of 6. They've got to find a way to be able to guard him without fouling him here.
He cuts it to 1. Phil Jackson has told the Bulls during the last couple of timeouts, let's try to take it.
Coach, I knew we were going to do it.